Wow, are you kidding? Um, I don't really see too many people in the draft coming out doing anything. Everybody's asking, beat my head in about the draft. Come on, man, what you think about that draft? Come on, see, I ain't hear you talk about the draft. I'm like, the draft? I'm like, the military draft? What are you talking about? Hey, come on, man, that draft, man. The NBA draft. I'm about to say NFL. I mean, the NFL draft to me is more significant. This draft is just a draft of guards because that's how they got everybody playing. I mean, there's no suspense. We know why Boston traded away their pick, the top pick. They didn't even want. Whenever somebody trade away the top pick in the draft for some lore, because they already know like the player we want to get, we don't even need the number one spot for because we're not going to pay him number one salary for that position. So why keep that draft pick? We might as well go down in the draft a couple of notches because we know who these other people want to draft already, and then draft the guy we want for the less money that we think he deserves to be. Which means that there's no player coming out that they think is the type of player that's going to turn their team around. And they already in a position where they were in the Eastern Conference Final. I'm quite sure they want to go back. They just need a player that could come in and produce in a position where they need him to. So the three players now are all in position now that the 76ers got the first pick. They're going to take Flux, of course, or Fox, however you want to pronounce his name. He's going to be first. Then Lonzo Ball is going to the Lakers, no matter how much the Lakers try to spin you as if it's an open contest. He's going to the Lakers. Then you have Boston taking Jackson. So what's the suspense? What is the ooh ah? Is what these other players are gonna get after the draft? Because to tell you the truth, the players that's coming out, I don't really see that many outstanding breakthrough type players. They might end up being some once they get in the league, but I doubt it. And like, who's gonna win the draft? It's to me, it's about free agency. Now, the free agency part of it, that's the interesting thing. Where's players are gonna go? The actual people coming in, they look like they're about 2 years from actually being something productive. So to me, the best player in the draft would have probably been Jackson anyway. But I mean Johnson, whatever. But I don't know. It's hard to say. This doesn't look like a stellar group here that's coming out. And the 76ers, everybody like, man, we got it. This is gonna be historic. I'm like, it is? You got four guys who can't be on the court at the same time. But okay, we'll see. Philly, all they got is hope. They just reside everything on hope. So now that they got the number one pick in the draft, they all excited again. You ready for another 30-win season? Maybe in the next 3, 4 years, Philly will be something. But like I said, free agency is what everybody is more caught into, or more like, ooh ah, like that's the big ooh ah moments. So on that note, I'm out. I am gonna watch the draft. Maybe some players get dealt in free agency that we don't know nothing about. That could always be interesting. But on that note, I mean, there's really else nothing to talk about there from the draft perspective. I really don't see one player that's going to make a significant difference coming out of the draft. And what I mean by that for the younger generations watching, meaning a player that's going to come in, produce, and immediately be an impact to a team. Like Lonzo Ball, do I think he's going to come out and be an immediate impact for the Los Angeles Lakers? No. Do I think what's his name, folks, Marcus folks? No. I think the guy Johnson that they wanted to take the Boston, he's probably the only prospect. That Josh Johnson guy, he's probably the only prospect that could come in and really produce in the system that they have. Other than that, no. Yeah, all this Lonzo make players better stuff. I don't know about that. So we'll have to see. But anyway, enjoy the draft. Your boy Karceno, I'm out.